In a moment, you're going to listen to an interview with Harold Townley. Harold Townley is Tony Townley's father, whose collection we're going to be selling October 24th and 25th at Richmond Auctions. Harold talks with Robbie Wolfe from the American Pickers about his time at the Ford Motor Company, over 30 years. But he also shares some wisdom with us that I think we could all benefit from. I hope you enjoy the interview.
So Harold, we're sitting here in one of the barns out here on your son's collection here, the Townley
farm.
The farm, and kind of give me a breakdown. Why are these cars so important to you?
Well, it's because something when I came up as a young boy that I never had, and I wanted them.
Yeah.
You know, I'd always have I had a 51 Ford to start with, and I'd see another car that I wanted, but I couldn't afford it because I couldn't hardly keep up the one I had.
Yeah.
During the time. And my dad wound up buying a 55 Ford, and I loved it so well. I courted in it, you know,
Yeah.
me and my wife, and all, and I loved it. And finally, as time went on, I began to collect what I liked, and the next thing I wanted was a 56.
Yeah.
I got a 56 and all, but I never thought that I'd have as many as I have today on that.
Yeah.
You know, it's the old saying goes, you reap what you sow and you work for what you get.
Yeah.
And I have did that, and overall now I have about 8 that I drive on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And you know, it's anywhere from 51 up to 65.
So you were working at Ford a little bit after these cars were built, though.
Right.
So around late 60s?
Huh?
The late 60s? Late
I
1960s?
started at Ford in 65, and I stayed there till 95.
So you were going through all the muscle car era.
Right,
all
of it. And I wanted all of them, but during that time, I had more muscle than I could handle because I had children, I had a family, and that was all I could do to do that, you know, and all. But I did buy a 65. That was the first new car I ever bought. I bought a 65 Galaxy, two-door hardtop, you know, real one of them sporty. And it was my dream, boy.
Yeah.
I drove it. Of course, I drove it to work and back from then on. It was a long time then before I bought another new one. And that's all I do now is just fool my old cars.
So when you were working at Ford, you're working at Ford during the late 60s. This is the muscle car era of America.
Right.
Ford is producing the most horsepower. I mean, you're working on an assembly line that's nothing like it is today. You're actually having to put these things together.
You had to work.
Yeah. So these new cars are coming down the line. You're dreaming about this stuff every day.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I dream every year. Every model change, we used to have what we called a model change.
Yeah.
And it was completely changed because we had to shut down so many times, you know, and to do it. And especially during the mid-60s, like 67, 68, 69, 70.
Yeah.
That was some hot years,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. We worked 10 hours a day and making cars.
So when Ford would bring down the new lines, you know, they're bringing out these big block cars. I mean, each line was a different line because some of these cars were just like special order.
Now you're going to be surprised. They was all on the same line.
Okay.
The man had to use this.
Okay.
But there was a build sheet on that, and you know you had to work. But it changed the man's atmosphere, and boy, it was just everybody crowded around a special car coming down the line.
Oh yeah.
Because it was built from the others, you know, it was nothing like it. You know, you take one come down that line that had a 427 minute, everybody wanted to see that car. They wanted to know where that car was going and stuff like that. We didn't build many 427s in the plant.
Right.
Just like race cars. We built race cars.
Yeah, on the assembly lines.
Yeah, on the assembly line. But all we did was put it together where it could roll off the end of the line.
Yeah.
Because the racer furnished the motor back then, you know.
Okay.
And so it wouldn't have a motor when it went out of there.
So when you're talking about like Shelby, was he producing those motors at that time and giving them to Ford, or what was going on?
You know, no, the ones at the race, the supercars, I assume he was. Now I don't know that because our motors was in the factory. Everything was shipped in the factory, and it was sitting there in a crate.
Right.
You know, and the number that went on in that car, That's the motor you pulled out and put in that car. And the line moving the whole same time.
Yeah. So it's nothing like it is today, like you're seeing everything in today. Everything was hands-on back then.
I'll tell you this, back then, when I went there, we was building 42 cars an hour. And then within 6 months, we was building 50 cars an hour. And when I left Ford Motor Company, you know, everything began to come to pop in. We was building 65 cars an hour when I left there.
So 30 years, that's how long you worked there?
Uh-huh. 65 cars an hour. I mean, so much changed during that time, you know, instead of putting bolts in, put plastic, pop in.
Yeah.
And that's when
they were like, this isn't,
this is it, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I like stuff that's put together like from the heart,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather have stuff that somebody has to figure out how to do or can't do than just stuff that anybody can do.
Right, or a machine that's building it.
Right, that ain't me.
Yeah, these cars behind us, I mean, everything on it was hand built.
That's right.
From the factory.
Every bolt, every screw in there, ain't a pop-in rivet in there.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing.
So when they were painting these cars, it's nothing like it is today, where it's getting dipped into a tank and coming back out the other side.
Yeah, the way they paint them, the way they was painting them when I left Ford, we had a booth. The guy would paint the door trim, you know, around the doors, around the windshields, and all that spray gun.
Yeah.
And it would be dipped in a primer, and it come out. And then what didn't get, the guy would finish it. Right. But when I went there, it wasn't like that. It was all did by hand. They sprayed them and everything. Sprayed primer, sprayed paint, and all by hand. It wasn't did by, there wasn't no dipping.
Yeah.
You know. So they built a special place bigger than this, I don't know, 2 or 3 times bigger as this barn here, just a car to go through.
Yeah.
You know. But
so give me one of the best memories of a car that you built in the late 60s that you were like, I just had to have that car. That was the one you were dreaming about all the time.
Well, I wanted one, but I didn't get it, and I was building it. It came down the line. I wanted a 72. I wanted a 72 Gran Torino.
Gran Torino.
I wanted one, but it was hard for me to try to get one. But anyway, my brother-in-law had ordered one.
Yeah.
And it was right at lunchtime. And it came down the line, and I saw the number, and I was so thrilled to be a part of building that car.
Yeah.
And you know, that was one. And then I got one car that I helped build that I didn't know what I'd ever have, was from my uncle's car. And he lived, I don't know, about 70, and he says, I'll sell it to you. And then I got it, and I pulled a bill sheet out of it, and I helped build that car.
You helped build that car.
And I
How's that feel?
That felt good.
Yeah.
And it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. So on the build sheets, when you guys were getting these, it just had the customer's number on there? Didn't know who the
had
customer was.
have a customer's number, and it have where it was built day or night.
Yeah.
On it.
Yeah.
And
so think about how many times your hands put on a car that was built across the United States in 30 years.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't count them.
No. Just like I can't count the miles, me going to Atlanta and back every day.
Yeah.
And you know, it was a 140-mile trip, 70 up there and 70 back.
Yeah. So you were riding with the guys every day?
I was riding with them for the last 2 years. The last 2 years I had to drive by myself.
Yeah.
Because some of them died and some of them changed jobs.
Yeah.
And I drove by myself the last 2 years.
So overall, would you know, things have changed so much.
Yeah.
From now, we're in the 2025 now, from working there at Ford in 1960, raising a family, doing all that. Wouldn't give it up for anything.
No.
Yeah.
And you know, I always heard when coming up as a child that you reap what you sow. Yeah. And today, I'm living that dream.
Yeah.
I'm reaping it.
Yeah. You look good. You look good.
I got everything just about it that I want, and I got a family, and it's a loving family. Yeah. And all this you see around you, but I'm still Harold Townley.
That's right. You never changed who you
were. It ain't changed me a bit.
Yeah.
I'm just so proud that I did what I did.
Yeah. You're humbled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a good thing about, you know, That's awesome.
Well, that's the truth, what I got through telling you. You know, when you come up as a little old boy like I did, I come up on a farm, sharecropping, and, you know, making a living, and I always looked out beyond me. What I want that. I want that. And how do they have that? Well, you know, I had something I don't feel like people back in that day. I had a family. You know, we was always together.
Yeah.
We might have not have had what they had
Right.
and out there, but I strive to have that.
Right.
My wife will tell you that.
Yeah.
I've always worked in order to have something, but my family come first, and it shows today.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a boy and a girl, and it's just so humble. That was who I was talking to a while ago. She's going to work.
She's going to work.
Tell me, Daddy, I love you.
Yeah.
And,
At
Tony
the end of the
just
day,
called me.
you know, we get to, I say it a lot because I've got 5 children, and I think about that quite often. Everybody, they talk about your legacy. What is your legacy when you leave? Your legacy was just exactly what you said. It was about your family. It's about your children.
And they've always come first. You know, I mean, I had things I could have did sooner.
Yeah.
But they first. They was first.
Yeah.
And I never backed them out for my privilege.
Yeah.
I've always been there with them.
So when you're getting in one of these cars driving, you got the biggest smile on your face because you know you earned that. Yeah.
I just told the guy yesterday, I could take either one of my cars and I could go down the roads that I went down, especially in town, and I'm still the same age I was in going down through that.
Driving 16 years old, you're still driving
exactly
through there.
Right.
Yeah.
That's therapy, brother.
Yeah, that's 100%.
That's therapy, and I love it. And I think that, you know, I still have that motivation about me today. And
Well, I don't think it ever changes.
Huh?
You know, I don't think that thing ever changes inside you. That you know, you get up every morning, you're trying to do better for your family. You know what you got to do.
And it ain't that I got to. I don't want to say away. I don't mean nothing by that.
Right.
But I have a goal every day. It's to get up and enjoy life and make somebody laugh.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That's my goal.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I do. Thank you, man.
Thank
Thank you for telling me your story. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, I thank you for asking me that stuff. And God bless you. Y'all have a good day.
Oh, we will. We will for sure.
If I can help you in any way, let me know.
Yeah. You're a good man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.